Hey everyone, welcome back. I am Manny Modugno. I am one half of the band Uninformed Decisions, and today I will be breaking down our latest single, Listen. So we're going to open Logic, and here is the mix session. So all of the stems are bounced out to this. So we won't be opening the original session today, unless there's something I miss. But we're going to go over the drums. So I like to say that 3 people drummed in this song, or did the drumming in this song. So I did some drumming. Ben did some drumming. Our friend Ben Polka, thank you very much. Awesome drummer. And technically, I like to say that Joel did some drums. So in the intro of the song, Joel laid down this beat. And that, a lot of those samples are used just throughout, especially the percussive, like the shaker, are used throughout all of these other drum tracks, and some of the snare samples just to keep it consistent. And then my garage at home happened to be cleared out, and so I brought my kit into the garage, set up some mics around the space, and recorded a little bit of some reverb, just natural for the garage, and I recorded my drums in there. We didn't end up using a lot of it, but it was nice to play around with. So these are my drums. And then we had our friend Ben Polka record some drums here with me. But yeah, there's a pretty cool fill here that we go into the final outro of the song. This nice big outro. For this fill, I remember I wanted to pan it left to right, but I put a phaser and a flanger on it, and both of them ended up doing the trick without me having to manually pan it left and right and automate it. But I automated it a little bit, and it sounds very cool to bring us into that last outro. So those are the drums, and I'm assuming every one of them, drum squash, hitting them with the compressor. They're already pretty compressed, but I wanted to hit them a little harder. I believe Neutron, it's the transient shaper, or no, it's a lot of different things. Some EQ and some density just to bring it up to volume. Some exciter and compressor once again, and then here I definitely used the transient shaper to just get a little bit more attack out of everything, and then just taming a little bit of it using a sculptor a little bit, and compressor, exciter, major, just to get all those drums to gel together. The bass isn't really that exciting. This is the bass the whole time, and then I added louder bass at the end. Acoustic guitar. So I will say the acoustic guitar is it's a DI. I didn't mic up an acoustic. I used the acoustics DI. And when I plugged the acoustic into DI, I used the archetype Corey Wong. I made this preset called acoustic for no pedals, the DI, the DI Funk console, to use for acoustics when I'm going DI. just a little bit tailored to my acoustic guitar and the way it sounds. But yeah, those are the settings for that. For the electric guitar, there's a couple of samples. Joel put together a couple samples from Splice. Just the chucks are the samples he put in, and then I recorded the melody. But like, those are all samples, and then all of the melodic stuff is me. And then there's way more in the outro. I love reverse guitar. Anytime I can reverse an instrument, I love it, and that I knew I wanted to use reverse guitar for this outro at some point, and it's subtle, but it's nice to hear. I don't think there's much more though. There is actually a decent amount. It's just it's sitting back there. You won't notice it. Synths and pads. Couldn't tell you, but I can guarantee you there's a Juno somewhere in there. Analog Lab. I could guarantee you that arpeggiating synth is the Juno. I think we added that at the last second. I think we were getting a little obsessed with arpeggiating synths for the next single, Closure. So spoiler. The next song has a lot of arps, and it's called Closure. I'm not. If you've been looking at our social media, you might notice that we have something called Closure coming, but probably not. I mean, how many of you are out there looking at that? But yeah, there's a drone. Joel likes his drones, so. Yeah. I added some piano in here. It's Ravel because it has the reverse. Yeah. And then Spitfire strings to fill out the outro a little bit. And a little bit of piano. That's why I said it's orchestra, because I put a Spitfire piano in there as well. And then we had Joel's friend. Insert name here. Joel had a friend of his record strings for this part, so. To just add a little bit something to it. All vocals, because there's 3 of us. So we'll look at Joel's first. That's the main one.
Cause what's the point if I'm worthless? Demons in the living room. Wanna dance with the devil, but you're coming through, and I can't keep up. I messed up so many times. I Wanna fly on the way, all the way down to the ground.
So yeah, this is Joel's vocals, as you can hear. I got this. This is the preset I started off of. I think there's a mix with the Masters video that they're going over Dua Lipa's reverb. I don't know if it's mixed with the Masters, but it's someone out there who's going over Dua Lipa's reverb, and so I put that in here, and I definitely tweaked it a little bit, but that's the reverb we're going with. Just a little bit of it.
Cause what's the point if I'm worthless? Demons in the living.
Vocal chain, I'll put it on an empty track. It's the same as the other one. If you look at our I'm Not Okay, it's the same vocal chain. You know what? I'll put it here to be nice. So here's the vocal chain, auto-tune. This is just, I don't have it set to anything. Then just some general EQ for mainly me, because I'm the one who I record the most. This Ryan header that we got from a course that we took, just what he does, which is just face-to-face dry, and he uses the compressor as well, but I have the LA2A going, so I don't use that compressor. And light, because it's a little bit less than he uses. Just a little bit of drive from Little Altar Boy. Great plugin. And then another thing we got from our course that we took, the compressor setting that Cautious Clay likes to use, or at least what they set his compressor at. So, yeah. That's the vocal chain for probably everyone. And then, surprise, surprise, I'm singing some lead in this.
Pushing through, watching all my vitals look at you. Cause I can't keep my eyes closed anymore. I'll stay assured, yeah I will. Yes I will, oh yeah, yeah.
I know what you're probably thinking. Did I also write these words so I can tell you what the song is about? No, I did not. Joel wrote these lyrics. So once again, I don't know what the song's about. I do, I just won't tell you. Joel has to tell you himself. But yeah, fun fact, I was a couple days prior to me cutting these vocals, I was very sick. I was bedridden, pretty much for a couple days. And on like the third day, I was like, all right, I gotta cut vocals. So the first two lines in my second verse are completely healthy, but every other vocal in this song was just me, just like on my deathbed.
Cause what's the point if I'm worthless, demon?
Like I'm just trying to get it out.
Wanna fly away down to the ground. I'm gonna die on that hill until I'm found.
I remembered not having a voice the day after more than I didn't have a voice the day I recorded the vocals.
Wanna fly away down to the ground. I'm gonna die on that hill until I'm found.
But yeah, and here we go. One of my, if not my favorite part of the song is our friend Audrey Kreitner, who we have mentioned in our videos before, is back for a little bit of some background vocals for herself. It came to this outro and we were like, we need something that really just gives it such an ethereal vibe, and we need you to do what she does incredibly, and it's just riff and go off on her own and not even tell her what to do. She barely knew the words to the song and got a couple in there, and she recorded so many takes just sitting back there. But we kept a few and spliced a few in, and I have her all around. But her takes, I'll play it for you soloed so you can hear it, but it's amazing. So once again, thank you, Audrey. So chills. But yeah, all of that combined makes this probably our favorite outro of a song. I don't know. I like all of our outros, and I'm sure if you asked Joel, he would also agree. But definitely an outro that's really special to us, because we were able to have a couple of our friends help us out. That's Listen. Please go listen to it. And if you haven't checked out our TikTok and Instagram for Uninformed Cooking, you should check it out. Try some of the food there. But yeah, there's Listen. Thanks for sticking around if you stuck around this long. I feel like there's not many people that watch this for what I'm saying. It's just me rambling to myself. But if you're here and picking up some knowledge, some uninformed knowledge, because we don't know what we're doing, then I appreciate you staying for the video. New music coming soon, maybe some collaborations, who knows. And yeah, I'll try and record another one for this. I'll do another one for forever, definitely. And I know what you're thinking. What about Broken Hearts? I don't know. Maybe I already recorded one, I just haven't edited it. So yeah, this is way too long at this point. So go about your day, go to sleep or go to work or go eat some food, drink some water. I have my water right here. So go have yourself a day. I'm Manny Modugno, signing off.